Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and we talk about moving on to Windows 11, and it's a tough one. You could see that Windows 11 is not gaining momentum as fast as Microsoft wanted. Actually, apparently internally, Microsoft isn't happy with the way the adoption rate of Windows 11 is going, and let's be frank that a lot of the problems of the adoption are due to the minimum requirements. I'm pretty sure we would have more people on Windows 11 if the minimum requirements weren't that high. But also, there's another thing in here, and of course, Windows is mostly business. The business part of the operating system is really where all of the attention is because that's where Windows is at a majority. So a survey was done because Microsoft is kind of pushing the businesses and saying, well, it's time to move on to Windows 11 and so on. And the survey kind of says businesses are not interested. Most businesses said that they do not want to go to Windows 11 and that a lot of them will actually pay extended support, which means they want to stay to Windows 10 as long as possible. I think this is where a lot of the problems exist between the operating system, Microsoft itself, and the businesses, the disconnect. Microsoft is, of course, dominant in business, but the problem is that they try to push businesses that just don't want, if you own a business, and especially if you own, a mid-sized business, even small businesses. I've been a tech guy for some of them, and all the complexities of how everything works, you don't want to touch that. You know that if you start upgrading systems to Windows 11, things are going to go wrong on some of the hardware. Things are going to go wrong on some of the interconnections. It's never a smooth progression when we move on to new systems. So that is probably the number one worry for most of the businesses. Second of all, it works. Why change? According to that survey, a lot of businesses actually have PCs that are already capable of running Windows 11, but are running Windows 10 for the most part because, well, that's what they had when they got the different machines. And those machines, well, once again, they don't want to change that. Businesses are always late, and it's always the business side of things that is making Windows take a long time to climb to a certain level. They were able to do it with Windows 10. Businesses are happy with Windows 10. They just don't want to go to Windows 11, and that's it. So I don't know what Microsoft could do or will do or what's going to change, but I think Windows 11 is, we talked about it, the jump over operating system. I think it's we have it all the time. We have one operating system people adopt, one that people jump over. Windows 11 isn't that bad, actually pretty stable, pretty good in general, but it's the one that's going to be jumped over, and that is going to be the case. And 2 years for Windows 10 left, and extended support. If companies pay extended support, that's 5 years of keeping the same PCs. And in 5 years, well, they will definitely have started thinking of moving ahead and probably be jumping to Windows 12 or whatever is available back at that time. So it's a very interesting survey showing that, it's always been like that. Every version of Windows, when there's a new one, it's always businesses don't want to move on. But, at some point they have to. But definitely businesses don't want to move on to Windows 11. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up.